feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions.
What's going on, Miss Shirley Howard? How you doing? Dookie Duke, what's going on? I had me a great day today, y'all. Hope y'all day was good. But God led on my spirit to tell the people that He but to bring super sickness to your enemies. Okay, so you can fulfill your destiny. Okay, we live in a time where our enemy is going to the extreme with things. That's coffee. What's going on, honey? Welcome. Coffee, you know I be in my feelings sometimes when I don't see you. But I understand, trust me. But welcome. I'm doing good, Dookie Duke. How you doing? Anybody who know God, y'all know God is a very angry God. When we was younger, you know, our grandparents used to say that God just all love. He keeps smile on his face and this and that, however the kids may go. But as we begin to grow, how you doing, Betty Boo? Welcome. As we begin to grow, we learn different as we begin to read the Bible. You know, the Bible said God is a very angry God. He's a jealous God. So when you got the enemy keep fighting you and fighting you and fighting you, where it's really blocking you from you fulfilling your destiny, God said he about to bring super sickness to your enemy. I know some people today, y'all, they got sicknesses that doctors can't even cure because they choose to keep doing something over and over and over again. Wonder Woman, welcome, honey. How you doing? I see Betty Boop. Hey, Betty Boop, welcome. Welcome, Betty Boop. But God is about to bring super sickness to your enemy. And yes, God can bring sickness, y'all. Okay? God is a very angry God. He's a jealous God. And the reason being, y'all, the times that we are living in, God wants his people to fulfill their destiny. We have people around us, y'all, who seem to get in the way. Welcome, Miss Wanda. How you doing? Welcome, Miss Wanda. Welcome. Our enemies seem to get in the way, y'all. And it's very aggravating. It's very aggravating when you want to fulfill your destiny that God really has for you, and then you got people who sit and they plot, they plan things out. They don't never for once sit back and take a real bigger look at the picture. You know, we living around people who is really just living in this world for self, who don't really have no compassion for nobody else except self, you know, things they can gain and lose, something that never ever going to retain its value, you know. And I mean, it's foolish things they really grasping for, you know. We got to learn to stay in our own lane. Our enemy got choices like us. They can go pray to our Father. Our Father can get them the same exact thing, but they don't want to put the work in. They prefer to sit and pick with you, do little things, do underhanded things to you to make you fall, just to sit and laugh and mock you. It's sad, y'all. All these people who not doing the right thing, I mean truly doing the right thing, I promise y'all, these people gonna fall. They're gonna start losing everything. On top of losing everything, my Father gonna start bringing sickness to these people. See, it's a point in time when if my Father takes something from me, that's like a wake-up call. That's like a warning. Some of these people, God can lay hands on them, get them a warning to stop, and they still do the same thing. That's why when I go in prayer now and I talk to my Father, I don't want to be lenient with my enemy. The same way I had to get my butt whipped by my father, and he didn't took hands off me right away, and he had to let me ride that for a long time. I tell my Father, whatever he do, allow them to just ride them for a long time to teach them a lesson till they really mean that they're gonna stop. It's sad, y'all, when God got to bring death to people and their family for them to stop. Y'all know my body is very sensitive with things. Okay. I always been like this. Anything being done to me, it never can been hit. It is impossible for it to be hidden. My body going, it's like my body can feel it. I can feel when something not right. I always been like that. Even with my kids, I can tell something ain't right with my kids, even if they're in school. Soon as they walk through the door, tell me what happened. So the enemy would never understand this because their heart is not with God. Their heart is with the things that's which is in the world. When they can have God and the things in the world too, could God have things here where we supposed to enjoy it, you know. They don't want that. They just want the things of the world. They don't want our Father. They want the easy way out, things they can take. If they can steal from you, if they can rob you, if they can sit and laugh at you, These are what your enemy wants. And it's sad. But what's going to happen, the enemy going to begin to fight against one another. Literally start drawing guns against one another, shooting each other. It's sad that y'all, when you see people doing hideous things and they can't even see what's coming. See, you got some people that can only see a little bit of life, but when it comes to God's people, He's going to show you all the way through what's coming. And it's sad it's going to be like that, y'all. That's why I always tell anybody when I go live on Facebook, y'all, do not knock on my door. Don't knock on my door. Don't knock on my door. I don't want to hear it, because the same way we can sit back and do the right thing, these people got choices too, but they don't want to do that. They prefer to sit and try to harm you in any way possible that they can. Any way they can make it in life, that's what they're going to do. They don't care if you got a family to take care of. They don't care if you got kids. They don't care if you got to take care of your mother or your father. They don't care. Y'all got to stop calling judgment on people who ain't right. I told y'all a couple months ago when I went live, I said God is giving His people a tongue, a mouth to speak judgment on people who not right. Don't sit around and allow people to do any kind of thing to you. Go and pray to your Father. He give you the willpower to do this. Until the final judgment day come, you can call judgment on somebody who's trying to harm you. You ain't got to sit back and take all the hits you be getting. Y'all really believe when I used to get sick, some of these sickness I used to get is natural? It wasn't. I noticed. Okay? But I never sit and talk about it. Because we have some people who not there, who not going to have that understanding. I know what it was. You know what I did? I sat back and I took it. I ain't went in prayer to talk to my Father about it. I just keep taking it. This lady asked me, y'all, that was a while back. She said, Bonnie, she said, why would you sit there and allow somebody to do you like this? What are your fear? Because that always been my fear. I don't want to see people hurt. You get what I'm saying? Because I know what my Father can do. She said, why you keep allowing people to do you like this? And you just, I mean, girl, God give you the gift to do that. That last time when I went through something, y'all, a couple months ago, and my Father took me through something when I was down and out, I'm calling judgment. I'm not holding nothing back. These people, they don't have no feelings, y'all. You think they worried about your feeling when they want to harm you? They don't care. Y'all got to understand something. God not going to hold you accountable for anything when somebody trying to harm you. He hold people accountable when you harming innocent people, or even people who not innocent. But if somebody trying to bring harm your way or harm you, he not going to hold you accountable for that. Stop allowing to back yourself in the corner when God give you power. You is part of God. Don't let nobody tell you different. Why you think some of these people move the way they move? They're not part of our Father. You can talk day in and day out. They still won't even care to change. They don't want to change. They like that. They like that fast life. They like the multiple people they can have sexual encounter with. They don't care. That's the life they love. They love that type life. But you got to understand, anybody who understands the spiritual part of God, God always bring warning before destruction, right? What God bring when people do such thing is diseases, right? That's what come along with that. So when you see the enemy move a certain way, and some of these people, they know God. Some of them just turn their back away from that because they choose a different route. They believe that life is more better than the life of doing the right thing, where they could be at peace, They could be comfortable. They ain't never got to worry about nobody doing anything. Who don't want that? I'd rather stay on the side of God than me getting a disease, me always going through. Um, I'd rather stay on the side of God where I can keep my protection. God gonna fight my battle. I can have anything I want. I'ma be at peace. He ain't gonna bring no sorrow. My heart gonna be at peace. Who don't want that? Who don't want that? And plus, he could fulfill my desires too on top of that. Who don't want that? But these people don't understand when they serve the devil, which is Satan, because the devil can't fight against itself. Okay? When you serve Satan, sickness gonna come. Stuff always gonna go down. You're never gonna be happy like that. If you got money, it's gonna run out. Oh man, the list just go on and on and on. It go on and on and on. So who don't want our Father? Man, I take God any day. Worldly over godly. Yes, coffee. They want that. They want the worldly things over God. That's what they want. All they do is sit and mock God's people and they laugh. A lot of people on the streets right now because they turn their back on God. When God trying to wake them and shake them. Because warning always come before destruction. My Father will never leave nobody in the cold. He shake all of us. The same way he shake me one night when I've been on live and tell me to get it together, it's time. The same way he do that for every single body. Some choose to move and do the right thing, and some just choose to just throw in the towel and be like, whatever. But they're not understanding. Months from now or a year from now, destruction is ahead. Some people really believe they got time. They got time to get it together. I got plenty of time, so hey, I could just, do whatever. What? What? When God is snatching people, putting them in body bags, allowing them to go home and judge them? Come on, man. Come on. Come on. We got to do better than that. We got to do better than that. We got to. When my Father tell me to do something, I do it, y'all. I don't second guess it. I don't sit and think about it. I don't sit and call my sister or ask somebody else about it. I do what my Father said do. If my Father telling me I need you to move, I'm going to move. I'm not going to stay in one. Nah, I'm not going to stay in no one spot. How you doing, Dookie Duke? Welcome. I'm not going to stay in one spot. We got to learn to be obedient. Obedient is better than sacrifice any day. Any day. And sometimes we'll have people around us who don't want us to really, really be involved with our Father because they know the protection that come along with that. We all gonna have somebody around us who want to sit and just do wickedness all the time. Just wickedness to us all the time. So what they'll do, they'll convince you, oh, the fun is over here. You got time to do that. You changing up now? Why you changing up now? Because they don't want that, they don't want you to have that protection that God had. I'm telling you, it ain't no fun when you playing in the devil's playground. That's no fun. It's not fun at all. We got to be mindful. I'm seeing where people is getting plotted on. People who you probably know for a long time is plotting on some of God's people. It's sad. Very sad. I don't know who this for, but you got to be watchful, okay? You have some people around you who is plotting on you. Okay. You may be around people to where they may be plotting on somebody else, but they also plotting on you too. That's why I tell people all the time, ain't nothing wrong with you isolating yourself. Isolate yourself. These people is plotting to a point to where they want to see you to near death. before they walk away. Near death. I'm seeing where you got women who plot no men's, even if it costs that person their life. It's sad, y'all. It's sad. That's why, y'all, when you see me, I'm with my daughter, because I do what my father tell me to do, and I'm not afraid. I just want to be at peace. But if my father tell me to do something, I promise you on everything, I don't think twice about it. Not one bit. Not one bit. When it comes to my family, I don't care if it's a man or female. I don't think twice at all, because I understand my walk. I don't bother nobody. I don't sit and plot on people at all. I don't think negative about people. So I'm not going to second guess at all. Okay? So we got to be mindful how we sit and entertain people who don't think highly of us. And God going to let you know. You might don't know that person that well, but God going to let you know what kind of spirit they have. He going to let you know. I promise you. I've been through many things in my lifetime. When I say many, I went through many things in my lifetime. Even being in court, this witch came in the courtroom, y'all. She sat behind me and she leant over. She never touched me, right? She said, "You gonna die." I'ma die. No, I'm not gonna die. God said I'm gonna live. But I said, God tell me to tell you, you'll be dead in 1 month. She was dead before that month came out, y'all. See, we got to be mindful how we sit and we plot on people and want to do things to people and hurt people, especially a child of God. That's the worst thing you could ever do. God bless people who bless his people, but God will curse those who curse his people. That's how it go. When you thinking evil of somebody, it's like a tug of war. You're going to get what you put in. You got to get what you put in. That's why I don't have no sorrow for the wicked. I don't have no sorrow at all for the wicked. My heart doesn't cry for the wicked. I don't have no sorrow for the wicked. I'm sorry. I just can't. It's just so sad we got to live in a world like this, y'all, until that time come. But it's just so sad that just the thinking alone that what people think. It's sad, y'all. So, like how I say, I don't know who the message is for, but you got some people around you who is really, really plotting on you. Okay. They plotting on you to a point to where they want to do something very bad until they think you is dead. Okay, dead, that you not moving no more. Like moving. But people gotta understand that God people still gonna win. Okay. That's why I tell people isolate yourself. If you know somebody wicked, why are you still around somebody who is wicked? The wicked doesn't have no feeling for nobody. When I say nobody, nobody. The wicked doesn't have a conscience. Only time the wicked have a conscience on something, and if something is going on at that time, but once the wicked get better, it's back at the same thing again. Back at the same thing. But I told my father, y'all, I said, Dad, I ain't said it like that when I went to my father, but I'm like this, y'all. Anybody trying to bring harm my way, I tell my father to lay it down. Because I'm not going to sit and live my life when God have actually, if God whips somebody, right? They can't feel a whipping that they're getting and they get back up again doing the same thing. You need to lay that person down. Some people don't even deserve to be here. Even though the world is wicked, some people don't even cherish the little time they got here. They prefer to keep doing things. Michelle, welcome. How you doing? It's sad when your daughter got to come and tell you, y'all, your baby girl got, mom, my head hurts so bad. These people don't sit and understand what they're doing. It can really go to my child. They don't care. They don't care nothing but that. It's sad. Michelle for Life is in the house. Welcome, honey. It's sad, y'all. These people don't care. They don't care about nothing like that. They don't care if your child got to keep going through something over and over and over again. They don't care. These women's out here is very wicked. Very wicked. My child showed me the day, y'all. She had a marking. I would have put the picture up. She had a marking on her skin. Now, welcome, Miss Carla. How you doing, hon? Let me see this. Okay, it's from the woman. She had a marking on her arm. She came out the bathroom and she said, Mom, what is this? When I looked at it, I said, you did that to yourself? She said, no. I said, what? How the hell you get that? I know what it was when I saw it, right? Let me tell y'all, grown people, y'all, some of these grown people is very wicked, y'all. They do things to kids. Why would anybody want to mock a child? It's sad. It's very sad, y'all. You got grown women today who really don't even know me like that, doing wicked things to me, lying on me, doing all kind of malicious things to me, but they can't see ahead what's coming. So I'm to a point in my life, I don't care neither. I ain't doing all that sparing no more. Some of these people already done give themselves to Satan. They already done what's the word people call it? Is another word people call that thing. Already done cast themselves to Satan. So why should I care about somebody who don't cast themselves to Satan? These type people don't care about life. These women don't care. It's sad. They don't care I'm a mother. They don't care. They want what they want and don't even know me. So I don't care neither. Because when my father starts stripping y'all down to nothing, hey, you did it to yourself. And that's why I hate y'all when the enemy come against you and you go to your father about it and your father choose to do something about it. First thing they say, oh my God, I don't know why she did that. No, you did it to yourself. Ask yourself why you fighting against yourself. That's what you need to do. And leave God's people alone and let them be in peace so they can fulfill their destiny that God wants them to fulfill. It's sad they don't even think twice they got kids. They believe because their kids young, their kids safe. No, that ain't true. Because God will whip your turn too. Trust and believe me. Leave people alone. Leave people alone. Y'all got to understand whatever God got for somebody or whatever, however their life's supposed to be, God got it like that for a reason. Learn to stay in y'all lane. Do your own work. Stop trying to cheat your way through life. It's sad, y'all. We live in a world like this. So those of y'all who really love God, put your work in. God gonna bless y'all. Keep on going. Every day not gonna be easy. Some days gonna be harder than others. But keep going, keep pushing. Or find somebody who you know who can help you along the way. I love being to myself, y'all. When I'm talking to my father, I just like it doesn't bother me being around people, but I just love being to myself. But pray, man. Sometimes you got to separate yourself to get where you need to go. Sometimes people don't want you to be in a good spot. We all got somebody around us who want to see bad things happen, want to see us in jail, or want something, just want to see us gone. We all got somebody like this around us. It's sad, y'all. This is the it just bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Now I say it time and time again. I don't have nobody to bother me like that, right? Now, when you got people who really don't know you, want to run up and do something to you, you know that's very weird. I mean, weird. Seriously, that's weird. Shoot, I've been through a lot, man. I've been through I mean, a lot of things, even growing up. But guess what? I ain't never sit and got mad about it. No, I just choose to do the right thing. I don't just sit back and just, want people's life to be a living hell because I'm not happy, because I want what I want. If I don't have, I still pray to my Father. If I'm not where I want to be at that time, I still pray to my Father. It's bad, y'all. When I say it's bad, it's bad. I'm going to say it like this and I'm going to speak in codes. It's so bad when you got people who trying to play with your livelihood, everything about your livelihood. Y'all know that's sad. That's why I'm telling y'all to keep y'all head up. Don't give up. The enemy wants you to give up. And these are women, not mature women, but women's who doing this, y'all, who don't have no sense of remorse, no respect. Bottom of the barrel type women. Don't know nothing about me except lies probably that been already done spewed. But my thing is, if you got a woman sitting here giving orders, why the hell she ain't did it? That's what I want to know. Something weird about that. Something very weird about that. That's why I tell my kids all the time, don't ever size people up. Don't ever. That's the worst thing you could ever do. Everybody ain't the same. Everybody is not the same. When you start tap dancing in somebody's territory, they got all rights to do whatever they need to do. Stay in your lane. Worried about your business, getting yourself together and praying to my Father so you can see what lies ahead. Because if you can't see what lies ahead, it's bad. So don't go trying to search. Nah, you need to get the correct answer from my Father. You and him, where you could get the straight download from you and my Father. It's sad, y'all. So true, beautiful love. We have to stay prayed up. Yes. Dookie, yes, yes. We gotta stay prayed up the times we are living in. The enemy doing all sorts of stuff, y'all, playing with your food. I went to Captain D's one day, y'all. I was probably going to Captain D's probably like twice a week, right? When I've been in that area. I noticed the last time I've been there, no, right before the last time I've been there, the scenery was off. So I'm like, where all these new people come from? So I asked the girl who was getting my order, I said, well, you just started working here. She said, it's my first day. I said, what the hell? I said, what other people at? The boy who, because you could see like in the kitchen area where they packaging the food, I guess after the chef done cook or whatnot. I said, well, damn. The whole scenery changed. It looked so fake, y'all. It ain't even had look real. So I'm like, what happened to the girl? Because there usually be two other girls running the register, right? The boy looked fake fixing the food. He just looked all off. He just looked like he been lost his hell. Everything just looked like it was staged, right? When I got in my car, y'all, and I opened up my dip to eat my dip, I couldn't even eat it. Wasting my money, y'all. The food tastes like chemical was in the food. Now, this is something that I eat all the time, right? I swear, Abby, I was so mad, y'all. I chunked that thing back in the bag. I swear, God, and I had wanted so bad that day, y'all. Y'all ever been so hungry? You want something so bad. Either it's not in your fridge, or when you go to order it, it don't taste right. That's the kind of that's how I was feeling that day. That was kind of off to me, y'all. The food was very, very off. It tastes like somebody put chemical in it. It didn't even look right. When I opened it, I said, well, maybe I need to stir it a little bit and whatnot. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Something was inside that food I had. So I chunked the whole food away, right? Sometime I gotta travel off sometime just to get something to eat. And then sometime I take a chance and say, you know what, Father, I'm gonna need you to be with me, but I gotta eat, so I just pray over my food or whatnot. People are doing weird things, y'all. Don't sit and put everything in your stomach. I said within the last couple months, every place that I eat from, this is my right hand to my Father. Every place that I just about eat from, it was a new person either cooking that food or to that window. Because I asked, I'd be like, well, dang, I ain't seen you before. How long you been working here? 2 days. When talk to my father when I pull off, like, what's up with these fast food I'm going to? Like 1, 2 days, they just start working. And y'all, I'm telling you, man, I stay in the prayer. I got to. Dookie Duke said, once I realized that people are not going to treat me as I do, then I had to push back. So selfish, but it's okay, God. Be all the glory. And Dookie Duke, I understand. But you know what, Dookie? I still deal with selfish people. I go through that a lot. I still deal with selfish people because I know for a fact God is going to deal with a selfish person. But you got to understand, selfish people, they don't have much. You get what I'm saying? It's a difference when somebody really don't have it to when somebody really got it and being selfish. It's a big difference, you know? And that's why selfish people never have like that, because they're selfish, you know? You just keep doing what's right. God gonna always bless you. And if you don't have it right now, I promise you it's coming. But you gotta have faith. You can't doubt yourself in your mind and say, nah, I know I ain't getting it. She just saying it. You gotta have faith for yourself. It's coming. But the enemy always lurking to take what belongs to God's people. It's sad. It's sad. And these type people, they don't have no shame at all. So I'm telling some of y'all, stay in the prayer. Keep your head held high. You got to understand, if you ain't got what you need now, God is going to give it to you. But you got to have faith. You got to stop doubting yourself. When somebody tell you something that God said, you got to hold on to it and have faith, because you got to understand faith is evidence of things that you didn't even see yet. Once you done took your faith and you throw it in the trash, you just took your blessings and you just throw it away. You got to stand on it and have faith in it, and it's going to happen. Y'all remember I used to tell y'all I could have actually manifest anything I want, but I never sit to use and abuse it, right? That's how God got his people. I could have got cars with no money down. People's be like, how you did that? I can't do it. I used to manifest for other people who didn't have. Go to the car lot. God said, go get your car, girl. It was this one girl, y'all. She got her head did one day, and she was telling me it was hard for her getting a car, like a new car. She always ride in a beat up car or whatnot. You know me, I don't care to ride in an old car if you need a paint job or whatnot, because that car doesn't define who I am. Because I know for a fact, if I really want one, my father would give me it, right? So she used to always tell me it was hard for her getting a car. She could never have a brand new car, just something about it. She went to the bank, they denied her of her car. So the second time she came back, it probably been like 3 weeks apart or whatnot. And she was saying, she keeps saying the same thing. I want a car, just, but she said, I'm thankful for my little hoop there or whatnot. So I told her, I said, well, you got to have faith. You can't keep doubting yourself. She said, Miss Bunny, I always going to the bank. They keep denying me, Miss Bunny. They keep denying me. I said, well, God said they're not going to deny you no more. I said, God tell me to tell you to go back to that same bank, right? To that same person you went to, and he said he going to make sure you get that loan. I said, go before the week out now. So she went to the bank, y'all. She went the next day. And she came back at the shop and she said, Miss Bunny, I got something to show you. I was so happy for her, y'all. She had bought a nice car, brand spanking new. She said, Miss Bunny, she started crying, y'all. She said, Miss Bunny, she said she never had a brand new car. All the time her car used to break down. Somebody got to come and fix it on the side of the road. And man, it was horrible. But I explained to her before she left, I said, look, you don't need me or nobody else to pour into you for you to get what you want. You got to learn to have your own faith and stand on it. Don't doubt it. You got to walk on what you feel by God. Once you done throw it in the trash and you done doubt it, you done throw it in the trash. So why go try? When you feel an urge inside that God tell you to do something, you got to get up and move. You just can't sit there and be like, oh, I could just do it tomorrow. No, you got to go right away. When God tell me to do something, God already tell me how the person gonna look when I get there, what color they gonna have on, how they gonna walk at the door if they coming out the door. Let me tell y'all what happened. I had wanted me the brand new Dodge Shark. That was the Challengers at the time, right? And I was going to the shop that morning, and God said, "Go get your new car." I said, "Well, dang, no problem," because I was going to the shop to really fix my hair, y'all. I think I had a scarf on my head. I said, God, no problem. I ain't even fix my head, y'all. I went to the first parking lot. The man walked at the dealership. Um, but it wasn't what God tell me how it was going to be, right? So I just drove through the parking lot and I left. When I got to the actual dealership that God tell me to get to, he tell me gonna be a black guy, middle-aged guy. He tell me what color he gonna have on, and when I pull up in the front, he is going to push both of the double doors open. This what God tell me before I got there, y'all. He said he going to push both of the doors open, right? When he pushed both of the doors open, he said that can be your salesman. I'm going to need you to go to him, right? I said, Father, no problem. When I got to the dealership, y'all, I put up in front of the door. The guy just walked out pushing the two doors open. I know that been my salesman. So the car I wanted at that time, because he went on the computer, the car was like $54,000, right? So the guy said, well, it's $54,000. I said, okay. I said, but I'm not going to pay that. Because my father was speaking to me, basically telling me how to talk to the man, right? So he be like, well, where you want to pay this car $54,000? I said, hold on 1 minute. Let me think for a second. Because I was talking to my father, right? So my father said, what price you want? What price do you want it for? That's what God was telling me inside, right? So I'm thinking, I don't want to be too selfish with it. So I tell my father 20,000 in my head. So the guy said, did you figure it? Yeah, I said, yeah, I did. He said, how much? I said 20,000. So he spun around in the chair like, woo, they ain't gonna take no whole 30-something thousand dollar off. I said, yes, there is. I bet you there is. I said, look, either you go in that glass or I'm gonna go. What you wanna do? The time is ticking. He been sweating, y'all. He started sweating. I said, man, come on. You a worker. This man put his pants on like you. Go in the glass. Look, go. I can go. I don't mind walking over there and talk to the big man. He said, no, I'll go. When he went in the glass, the big man just keep looking. Robin wanted the man keep looking at me. So he left the glass and came and sat by me, the big man. He said, well, my salesman tell me you see a car online you want. What kind of figure you had? He handed me the paper. When he handed me the paper, I wrote 20,000. I circle it because God told me to write 20,000, circle it, and push it back. So that's what I did. That man look at that paper, y'all, and he freeze like he was frozen in time for like a couple seconds. He said, give it to her. That boy, so the man got back up. He went back up to his whatever, his office or whatnot. So the boy said, how you did that? I said, let me tell you something. When God tell you to do something, you got to have faith. You got to move instantly. See, a lot of people doubt themselves when God says something. Y'all be want to say, I know, I'll do it tomorrow. Or you sit and call somebody. You don't give up your faith. You can't get on the phone and call nobody. You got to do what God tell you to do. I didn't call nobody because I know that been my father talking to me. If I was to call somebody and tell somebody what God tell me to do, I done killed everything what God had in front of me. You got to walk by faith. You don't have to call your friend, your mama, your daddy, and tell your friend for what? When people sit and pray on your downfall, that's for you. It ain't for them. So anyway, when the boy spun around in the chair, he said, ma'am, I don't know how you did that. He said, they don't do this over here. I said, well, that's how I be getting my cars. I don't know how y'all do it, but that's how God do it for me. So the boy said, well, your car be here in a couple of days. Cause I think they had matter of fact, the car was in, oh gosh. I know it took, oh God, Mississippi. He had to come from Mississippi. It took like 3 days. It was, 3 days because matter of fact, it wasn't coming on the truck. He said it had, I don't know if the guy, matter of fact, this salesman took a flight up there and he was going to drive the car back, which I was fine with that because the car ain't had no miles on it. I was cool with that. Okay, he can drive it back. The third day came, y'all, I had to go get my car. I heard the engine coming down the road. He said, man, your car coming. I said, what? He said, your car coming. It sound good. Man, I was so happy. He said, man, I still don't understand how you did that. Now I said, what I did forget, y'all, I forgot to get custom rims on the car. I forget all about that, right? But I said, Lord, I'm still thankful. I don't even need that. But I said, it would have been a bonus. So when God tell y'all to do something, do it. Stop calling people. Some things you got to keep to yourself. When you sit and tell people everybody don't want good for you, sometimes people will kill your dreams. We got wicked people in this world. Wicked. Who don't want good for you? I want to see everybody win. Everybody. Because I understand if you're a blessing, I'm in the midst, I'm getting blessed too. That's how it goes. But we got to be cheerful for one another. Not sitting there being mad, girl. Look at she thinks nah, I don't never act like I'm all that. I just don't like foolishness. But yeah, always take what God got for you and you run with it. Run with it, man. If God tell you to do X, Y, I done talked to people. This lady, oh man, she had a home and her brother name at that time. I don't know what was going on really with them, but she had needed her home back. In order for her to get it back, her brother wanted collateral for her to buy the home back from him, which had been her home. The bank keep denying her too, and there's so many things that God have his people to do for other people. But when you got people out here who don't have this knowledge and they sit and do things to God's people, they don't even know the chaos that they causing upon this land. They don't understand that. When God got something for somebody, it's for their protection to get away at that time. But they don't understand this. They rather hold on to things that doesn't belong to them. Or I deserve it. She don't deserve that. Just foolishness, y'all. But God is going to deal with your enemy. If you went through for a long time and you wasn't deserving of going through anything, I promise you, God is going to deal with your enemy. Your enemy going to regret it. I promise you. I promise you. When I say God, if it take God putting sickness on your enemy to make your enemy stop, I promise you, that's what he gonna do. I done been with people from the time they got sick to the time they dead and going and close their eye. You gotta do what God said do. God will bring sickness on your enemy if they don't stay out the way. People think this is a joke. I'm saying something that literally happens. I see with my own eye. But these type people who always getting in your way, they don't learn nothing. They don't never stay around anybody long enough to learn nothing. They don't sit and ask questions from back in the day, things that have happened. They don't sit with older folks and be like, how back in that time was, or something of that nature. Every time you look around, it's about, oh, I know I look good. Girl, you see what I got on a man? Ain't no dude can touch me. They all about that. That's all they care about. They don't have nothing to instill in their kids to teach their kids anything. If their kids come to them and they're going through something, it's gonna be something very ignorant they tell their kids. They ain't gonna tell their kids anything where they can eat from it to survive in the world that's coming, that's gonna be way more wickeder than what we live in now. Nah, they ain't gonna have that kind of knowledge because they're too busy doing the devil's work. Because it's gonna get bad. This not bad what we live in, but the times our kids gotta live, it's gonna be real bad. Shirley, how you doing, Miss Shelley? How you doing, Shelley? It's gonna be real bad. So y'all keep your head up, keep your faith in God. No matter what anybody say, you don't owe nobody nothing. When it come to your father, you don't owe nobody nothing. And when you got somebody around you trying to blackmail you or make you feel less of, get away from that person. Get away. And I don't know who this for, but let me tell you something with blackmail. When you're dealing with a person who want to blackmail you, you got to put that in your mind to understand. Let me use me for an example. If somebody said, Bunny, I'm going to blackmail you if you don't do X, Y, Z. Because I don't believe in blackmailing nobody, right? To me, that's whack. But if somebody said, Miss Bunny, I'm going to blackmail you if you don't keep giving me money, if you don't want to be, however the case may go, right? I'm going to say, well, then you just have to go god doggone blackmail me because I don't care. See, don't ever let somebody back you in the corner because they want to blackmail you. Tell that person to go ahead. What make your word more valuable than mine? What make you think that what you said, people going to believe it? I know my critics in the street. See, when you look at people who want to do this type stuff, see, people look at the credit you have, right? How you do things in life. So I don't worry about blackmail. Put it out there. I'm not ashamed of nothing. Hell, we had to eat Snickers when we been young. You get what I'm saying? We ain't have food like that. So I mean, anything pertaining to my life, I'm not afraid if something like that get out. Nah, I'm not afraid of that. That's why when people want to blackmail you, let them go ahead and blackmail you. Tell them to go ahead. That ain't gonna knock you down from your father. People gotta understand when you believe in God, all of you is intertwined with your father. Everything you have, everything belong to you is intertwined with your father. So when they think they're doing something, they're doing it to your father. And they don't want to go against him. Pierre, how you doing, Pierre? Pierre, every time I see you, I think about the beach. I don't know why I just be thinking about the beach. I just be thinking about the beach, Pierre. Welcome. Yeah. You let a person blackmail. That ain't nothing. I don't believe blackmails anywhere. If somebody was to blackmail somebody, I don't believe that mess because I already know people who blackmail, they want something out of it. I already know in my head they lying or making up something because they want what they want. That's why I don't believe that mess. Shoot, I laugh if anything. P, every time I think of your name, I think of the beach. I think of Hawaii. I don't know why I be thinking like that in my head every time I see your name. But it's all good. But yeah, we nah, don't let nobody ever tell you they're gonna do X, Y, Z. Tell them to go ahead. Get them type people out of your life. Okay, them type people are dangerous. Okay. And one thing I learned, y'all, if you got somebody who can blackmail you, they will poison you too. Trust and believe that. So, like how I say, I'm going to say it again. I don't know who this for. Be very mindful. Okay. When you're dealing with malicious people who can't get their way, you got to understand these people will see you near death. Okay. If they can't get their way. So, trust and believe that. So, if you are wrong, malicious people, and you know they do malicious things, steady yourself. Okay. I'm very cold when it comes to certain people because I know their hand already. I was always taught when you know how a person move, 9 out of 10 they're gonna do it again and again, right? So you can't you can't really trust people who are like this. Okay. So I mean, you got to keep your distance. And this is for a guy and a woman. I don't know who it's for, but I did see where a couple people want to hurt somebody real bad and they're going to do it. But you know, when God speak things and show us things, he always show us things before it happened where we can maneuver a certain way. If you don't know how to maneuver in life, you're going to get caught up or even dead. So don't ever take nothing lightly like it's not going to happen. You got to be careful. God just wants your eyes to be open a little bit more. Because when you see people move a certain way, I don't care if it's family or friends, they'll do the same thing to you. Okay. People be thinking if you're gone, they just got more money, or it be stupid things people be thinking. Doesn't make no sense at all, but they think it. That's how the devil work. The devil don't ever think in a way of compromising or understanding life. Nah, steal, kill, and destroy. That's his job. So don't ever trust somebody just because they seem nice at that time. What you see is what you get. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just, when God show me something, I know what it is. You know, if it take for you to feel cold towards people, that's just what you got to do. Your life is more important. Okay, your life is way more important than somebody being devilish when you ain't. Okay, so always remember that if it take for you to find something to do during the day, hell, to get away from some people who do this crap. Sometimes it's better for you to ease your hands up the lion's mouth real slow. Don't tell nobody your business. Move slow. Okay, because jealousy is all around you. And I learned people don't want you to have good in life. So if you're doing the right thing, stay on the right track. You gotta. The race is not given to the swift, nor the strong, but those who always endure to the end. You gotta endure in order for you to get what God got for you. Only you can mess that up. Because when my eye got open, bing, I said, "Oh, I'm on it now." Yeah. Pierre said, "Amen. You better say so." So thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure I hit the like button for me. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning in. Carl, every time I look at Pierre's name, I think of the beach, honey. So thank y'all for joining me. Y'all have a good night.